Hello, 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 hello. I hope all of you are doing very well today. My name is Kelly Dale with Off the Beaded Path here in Forest City, North Carolina. I have a physical bead store, which is again in Forest City, and you can always find me super easy at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. So today, let's see, what is today? Monday, August the 3rd. Can you guys believe that we are into August? Man, that is just crazy. It's really nice to be back with you though. I had to take a few weeks off because of had some bead retreats that we did, and we were all very safe, social distance, whole 9 yards, but it was a lot of fun. So we are going to have fun today. The whole month of August, we are going back to bead school, okay? We are going to go over some basics, maybe learn some things we did not know, maybe learn new things you just never know, or you're going to get a refresher. And that's what the first months of school normally is a refresher. So we are going to get started. What I would love for you to do though, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that big red subscribe button so that you can keep up to date on all of our videos. Also, if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that way I will know kind of what's going on and make sure you guys enjoy what I'm doing. So here's the deal. It's just me today. I don't have anybody helping me out with moderating the videos. So if you have a question, I will get to it as soon as I see it. If somebody comes on and asks the question that's already been asked, if you could do me a huge favor and answer that question for me, I would love it, love it, love it. So here's the thing I wanted to let you know, because I know I'm going to get some questions. The earrings that I have in today are the Meridian earrings. Okay. I have a free video on this on YouTube, as well as a instant download pattern on my website, which is offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. If you look in the section, like the details section right under this video, you will see links to those. Also, the ring that I have on today, that one, let me double check to make sure I'm telling you right. That one is called the Double Daisy ring. Again, this ring is a free video on our YouTube channel, and we do have kits for it, as well as the instant download pattern. And again, you can find that on my website, plus right below me in the little detour, or the little details section, not detours section. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The fun thing about these are called stacker rings. I wanted a really skinny ring to wear on my thumb, you know, or any finger, whatever you want to do. But these are so fun because they are really, really skinny. They're only 3 beads wide. So they work up really quickly, and you can wear them individually. You can stack them together to kind of do whatever you want to. So it's a really, really fun project. All you need is 3 colors of a size 11 Delica bead. And you're going to need about 1.5 yards of an 8-pound or a 10-pound fire line. I'm also using a size 10 needle. You can also use a size 12 beading needle, pretty much whatever you've got. I don't suggest using like KO thread or 1G thread to make these rings, just because they're going to break down a lot quicker if it's something you're going to wear a lot. So you will definitely want the fire line, or like in today's video, I'll be using the wildfire. Now, the great thing for you guys is if you need a written pattern, I have this for free on my website. Again, offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. It's a completely free download, okay? So when you go to my website, you look under step-by-step tutorials, you click free, and it'll be there. It's the rainbow stack rings, okay? Now, even if you know what you're doing, you still want to download the pattern, because in step 7 of the pattern, I give you measurements for the rings. So I pretty much say, if you lay this out on a ruler and it is this many inches long, you will see all of this. It'll tell you exactly what size you need, the whole 9 yards. So Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm having to take care of something. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I am doing 1.5 yards of thread. If you get motion sickness, please look away because I'm going to flip the camera really quickly so that we can get ready to do our project. All right, so here we go. The bead board I'm using today is the bead board by the Bead Wrangler. It's the ultimate board. You know how much I love them. Okay, so a couple of things before we get started, just so that you know. Again, you can find the free pattern at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. Just a few kind of things to let you know of. Free Shipping Friday is coming up this Friday, August the 7th. You use the coupon code FREE on our website to get free shipping on all orders over $10 shipped within the U.S. Also, today and tomorrow, we've got a Delica sale. All 11O Delica beads and all 8Os are 15% off, no coupon code necessary. So you can go straight on there, order Delicas, and you will be good to go. And finally, this is kind of what we've got going on the next few weeks and what you can look forward to. We're doing earrings next week. We are doing a stringing week, a wire wrapping week, and then the 31st, I haven't completely decided yet. So we will kind of determine that. Also coming up August 30th and Monday the 31st, free pattern and an exclusive video with any purchase, a physical purchase on my website, and we will talk about this at the end of the video. So that just gives you some things that you can kind of look forward to today. So the stacker rings, again, are really simple. This is one I've done in a solid color. I wanted to play with some of these new fancy lined and real bright colors. So here's one that I've done that's really, really simple. This one is using the Luminous Limeade, which is 2031, Luminous Plum, which is 2038, and Luminous Mango, which is 2045. So those three colors are what is in this specific ring here. And these colors I've got here, I've got 2049, which is Luminous Hot Pink. This orange here is Luminous Wild Creamsicle, that's 2033. And then the teal is Teal Green Fancy Lined, and that is 2380. So these are the colors I'm going to use today. I have another one here that I've got as a sample to show you how to finish off. This one is actually using DB 2122, the Opaque Catalina, and DB 2140 Duracoat Anemone. There we go. So that is what is on this one. Okay, so I've got my Wildfire that I'm using today. I've got my needle threaded ready to go with 1.5 yards of thread. So if you download the pattern actually tells you that you're going to use 1.5 yards, and it tells you when we leave a tail, you're going to leave an 8-inch tail. So we're going to talk about that once I get my beads threaded on here. So the first thing you want to do is you are going to pick your colors to be A, B, and C. Basically, the thing you need to know is B is going to be in the middle. Okay, so for this one, A was this orange, B was the pink, and C was the yellow. So I'm going to pick up an A, a B, and a C. Okay, so I have my 3 colors here. I'm going to bring those down. Now, if you wear a smaller size ring, say like 6, 7, 8, you're only going to use about an 8-inch tail thread. Okay, that's all you're going to need at the end of your thread is about 8 inches. Okay, for somebody who wants to make bigger rings and you need a bigger size ring, you may want to go up to 12 inches here on your tail thread. Okay, So I'm going to do my 12 inches and I'm going to hold these 3 beads in place. So no stop bead or anything like that. And I'm going to move this down a little bit here so it's a little bit more comfortable to work with. So I'm going to pick up a C. I'm going to be working back in the other direction. So I'm going to pick up a C and I'm going to go through my B. I'm going to hold these beads in place and I'm just going to pull the thread. And so ultimately what you want is you want the 2 beads that you just added, you want them to sit on top of each other, just like this. Okay. Now I'm going to pick up an A. And this is my tail thread here. So I'm going to leave this tail thread kind of tight against my finger. And I'm going to take my working needle and my working thread and I'm going to come right under that tail thread and I'm going to pull the thread through. Now when I pull it through, there we go. I do not want that bead to get caught or go under this tail thread here. I want it to stay to this side. So I'm going to pull that and then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to come right back through that same bead again that I just added. Okay, and I'm going to put my fingers on it and pull. So now this is what I've got. Don't worry, I'm going to show that to you again. I'm going to pick up a B bead and I'm going to come through my C. Hello to everybody who is just joining me. So far this is what we've got. So if you'll notice, one row we're going to pick up 2 beads, the next row we're only going to pick up 1 bead. So now we're back to 2 beads, so I'm going to pick up my C and go through the B here. And I'm going to put my finger on it and pull that thread. That'll keep everything tight. Now we need to pick up our A. So I'm going to pick up 1 A. I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go under that tail thread. Okay, so I'm going under the tail thread and I'm going to keep it pulled tight against my finger. And I'm going to pull that thread through. Again, I do not want the bead to go under that tail thread. I'm going to take my needle now and I'm going to come right through the bead that I just added. Hello, hello, hello to everybody who is joining me live. Now you'll notice that as I pull the thread, each row, this tail thread is going to move up. So when I pull, you see what happens there? It moves right up with us, and that's exactly what you want. Okay, so we're back to the row of only adding 1 bead. So I'm going to pick up my B bead and come through the C. Now we pick up a C, go through the B, and then we pick up an A, and we come under the tail thread here, and again, you can see I'm keeping it kind of tight against my finger. I'm going to pull this thread through, making sure not to get the A bead under that tail thread. And then I'm going to come right back through the bead again. So if you're watching me live and you are understanding what is going on, will you please say yes in the comment section, just so that I know that you guys are good to go. Well, hey, Brenda, actually, so glad you joined us today, friend. Okay, so I am here, so I'm going to pick up my B bead. Yay. Okay, everybody is with me, it looks like. Awesome. So glad to hear it. So you can see we're just doing an odd count peyote with 3 beads. Okay, simple, quick. This uses very, very minimal bead counts. You're going to be able to use lots of your extra Delicas for this. And these will work out really good as well for people, even like who have small children or young kids, you know, who always want the jewelry that they see you making. These will be great for them. They're great to make to stack up and do kind of whatever you want to with. Now I'm having to go slow because that I am showing you step by step how to make this ring. Otherwise, this goes really quickly. I can do start to finish in about 11 or 12 minutes on one of these rings now. So, and if your ring finger is smaller, then you can go even quicker. So they're super, super quick. So I think now most of you have let me know that you know what you're doing as far as this odd peyote. Okay, so Paula says, I love the way you do your turnaround. Not completely. You are great. Okay, so we'll do a couple more here. So I'm going to pick up my B bead. Hello, Caroline from the UK. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I pick up my C and go through the B. And now we're to this turnaround, Paula. So here we go. I have the tail thread in, I am right-handed, so I have the tail thread wrapped around my finger here on the left hand. I pick up the B, or my A bead here, and I take the needle and I'm going under this tail thread. So tail thread, holding it tight against my finger, and I'm going to pull the thread, making sure that the A bead does not go under this tail thread here. And then I'll just simply take my needle and I will come right through the A bead that I just added. I'm going to keep my finger on it so when I pull, my bead is in place and good to go. And like I said, you can see each row that we do, our tail thread moves up. So you continue this, and like I said in the pattern, on step 7 of the pattern, this is some sizing that you can go by. Now I'm going by, you know, American standard sizing here on an inch ruler. So size 1s is going to be about 1 3/4 inches long. So that means your strip is just going to be about this long to make the size 1. A size 2 ring is going to be almost 2 inches, and so forth and so forth. So if you download the pattern for free on my website, you will see I've gone all the way up to a size 13 ring, which is going to be about 3 inches long, because these are going to be great for guys as well because they are thin, and you can make them as big as you need to. So again, step 7 will have all of your measurements on there. Once you get it to the size that you need, you want to make sure you finish so that you have one B bead sticking up. So you'll have a B bead on this end, and then you would have an A and a C if you did 3 colors. This one I only did 2. So you can see here, 1 color, 2 colors, 3 colors, or I've got the pattern where you can do all 6 and just make a wider ring on my website, again for free. So I'm going to fold these 2 ends together. We want to zip it up and get finished with it. So my working thread is coming out here. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to come through the bead opposite here on this other end of the ring band. So I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to pull it. Now, for the sake of you being able to see it, I am not going to pull it together yet. I'm going to leave it kind of far out like this. Now, I'm going to go through the B here on this side. Okay, and you can see here what it's looking like. It's coming out of the B on this end. So now I'm just going to take and I'm going to come through this bead here on the other side so that now when I pull these threads tight, you'll see that it's completely zipped together to where you can see, right now you can see where I stopped, but you won't be able to when we finish it. So this is my working thread, and this is my tail thread that kind of kept moving up with me each row. So all I'm going to do is take my needle to finish out this connection, and I'm going to come down through the bead that the tail thread is sticking out of, and then up through that last bead again. So now that connects all the beads on that row. So at this point, anywhere you put a knot, you're going to see it. You can tie these two threads together if you want to. I do not do that. I go ahead and I stitch through several beads to get rid of the thread. If you have plenty of thread left over, you could almost go through this whole ring again if you wanted to. And you can see here, I'm just stitching through several beads. People always say, oh, well, you know, what's the right way to go through the beads? There's no right and wrong way, just as long as you don't see the thread over any of your beads, you'll know that you've done it correctly. If you see a thread hanging over, you know you've went through the bead the wrong way or a wrong bead, and then you would need to kind of back that out. But I'm just going through several of these beads, and I'll do this plenty of times to get rid of this thread. If you're using a thinner fire line, say like a 6-pound, I would definitely try to go through as many of the beads as I possibly could to reinforce. Because these are smaller bands, they are going to stretch out a little bit quicker. So make sure to make the ring fit you tightly as you wear it. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. I'm glad that you enjoy the odd count turn now. I originally learned the odd count turn from threadabead.com. I did a project about 3 years ago, and they were where I learned that turn, and I have tried to show everybody because so many people do not like odd count peyote because of that turn. Okay, so I'm very happy with this thread that it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to take and I'm going to get rid of that tail thread. And then I'm just going to put it onto the short tail thread, and we're going to get rid of it. And then we will have our stacker ring complete. Let's see. Roxanne says, I can't wait to get back to North Carolina so I can stop in and see you again. Roxanne, I would love for you to come to North Carolina. Hey, Kathy. Oh, thank you. Loving my nippers. Absolutely love these. One of my customers, her mom used to work at a clothing company that we used to have here in our county called Tanner's Clothing Company. And so she had those sitting around her house. She's just passed away, last year, and her daughter's cleaning out her house. And Kathy gave me these, and I love them. Love, 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 love them. Let's see. Deborah says, is your county letting kids go back to school? Yes, yes. Our kids, depending on private and public, they're doing online and in class. Yeah, Diane, I love my nippers as well. They are awesome. Anita says, hi, I would love to learn how to seed bead around a square or a rectangle stone. Anita, if you actually will go to my channel, Off the Beaded Path on YouTube, I have a couple of those videos where I teach how to do that. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this thread. Evie says, are you getting hit by the hurricane that is coming? Thankfully, we are a good ways off the coast, but we will get a lot of rain from this one. So you can see here now, I can either just wear it on any of my fingers like that, or I can take and I can wear multiples and I can stack them. So if you stack them, it gives you more of a, a bolder look to it. If you wear them individually, they look great as well. So that is how easy the rainbow stacker rings are. So let's get you back up here so we can chat for just a minute. So again, you can find the pattern for free at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. If you actually want to get the video over, you can look down below in the details section where it tells you all about the video, and I have links to the Meridian earrings. I've got the video and a link to the pattern. I have links to the double daisy ring directly down below so you can see those. They're really, really fun projects to do, and I highly, highly recommend them. So just as a reminder, today, which is August the 3rd, and tomorrow, which is August the 1st, 2020, all of our size 11 and size 8 Delica beads are 15% off on our website. You don't have to use any coupon codes. It will automatically take that discount off for you. So if you don't have any Delicas, this is a really great way to stock up on some. Also coming up in the future, Monday, August the 10th, that week we are having earring week. The week of the 17th is stringing week. The week of the 24th is wire wrapping week, and the week of the 31st is to be determined. This coming Friday, which is August the 7th of 2020. If you go to my website, offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com, you place an order for like an actual package we will mail out to you. As long as it's over $10, you can use the coupon code FREE, F-R-E-E, to get free shipping on all orders over $10 shipped within the U.S. So I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on those. So guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you so much for stopping in and learning how to make these rainbow stacker rings. And remember, go get the free download on my website so you'll have all of those measurements and you'll be good to go. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.